Hello. Yeah, I also need to say, Shibuya, yeah, you don't need to beat Dan that hard. It's not that big a deal. I'm just gonna admire everybody frozen in space here for a second.
Do I rightly recollect you characterizing my speech as coarse?
Drown in it.
Extreme!
Suzushiro, oh my god. Thank you for the 5 subs. Now I have to have Monokuma yell at me.
Extreme! Extreme! Extreme!
Oh no. So many.
Extreme! Extreme!
No. I will never. The Zero the Third has no rights. That horrible little gremlin gets nothing. Thank you, Diamond, for the sub. We have a little bit of a delay. I put in a delay because hopefully that would even things out. So you gotta give me a second to say things.
Extreme!
Thank you, the follower 457. I don't think you can do that, Shibuya. If you could, I might, because that's funny. But the problem is nobody would ever give that much money. Instead, it would just scare the shit out of me. Because I'd hear it like once every 6 months. So I would just hear 03 screaming at me randomly and get really scared.
Why, that's right cruel it is.
We just started. Hopefully everything, there won't be a fucky wucky.
You really think I asked for this?
I never asked for this.
See, they figured they'd give us all a, what you call them, personality.
What, was it an evil Texan?
Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
He just explained why he was British.
Cooper.
Cooper? DB Cooper? You're a barrel maker. I'm an astronaut. Oi.
Right you are, me old son. Right you are. Well, go on, have a bushes, mate. What do I look like to you?
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
You mean a golem?
Golem? Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore.
Oh, no, please don't.
They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelt Golem, but me and me mates are Gaulem.
That's just so people don't pronounce it wrong.
That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine.
That's fucking stupid. Fuck you.
The truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the Gollum thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
So... Did I just call you Gollum?
That don't seem quite kosher.
Fuck off.
After all of me mates here are golems too.
The fucking MMD ass, like, Gary's Mod-esque visuals are really killing me because I just keep expecting, like, Raymu and Marisa to show up and start acting like Tom and Jerry.
I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a project ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
That's... Nobody's gonna remember that.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking a mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself.
That's because you're a fucking robot.
Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
Golm?
Golm?
Gollum.
That's just... Yeah, thank you, Sigma.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Is this the exact same voice actor as Yangus from DQ8? Because people kept calling him that before. Don't show me Alice's full design, please.
What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
Oi!
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know.
I know you, Sigma. I know about your 8-inch cock too, innit?
I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna.
Pixie Dev, that it's probably a pseudonym then. Whenever it's like they did this one role and nothing else ever again, it feels like it's probably a pseudonym.
I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know?
A little rabbit told me.
Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw. And they're all in the way, so I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time.
Okay.
So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Then
Does that mean...
You're Zero Jr.?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place.
please don't talk about the rabbit. I'm glad we're past them.
My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
If 03 ever shows up in my likes, you have permission to just choke me out.
course not.
Right you are, missus. It'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains.
Don't talk about the ankle.
Well, we're like your arms or legs.
My legs have been pretty fine recently. There's nothing especially egregious in there.
The Golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body.
Oh, is this gonna is this gonna tie back into the shit from 999, where it's like imagine if your brain was somewhere else. I'm getting scared.
Which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like boop boop boop, and eventually my body picks them up.
Extreme!
Thank you, Tentacle Man, for the sub. This is bad because I'm having trouble even hearing what this fucking robot says. Like, it's just going right through my brain.
Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see.
Like, I'm desperately trying not to disassociate every time he talks.
The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a Golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Oh god, it's the exact same discussion.
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are two different blokes. You recollect what Golem stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
Sigma, you're such a dick.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now.
Huh?
And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we?
Oh, fuck off.
Curl on down then, mouth.
Fuck off.
Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No?
Didn't reconcile all.
I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know?
This is a stupid analogy.
Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea? When you turn a page in your book?
Yes, I do all those things. Let's move on.
Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy?
What about when you ogle her tits, eh? What about that, boy? Onyx Summon, I'm dying. It's not great.
Yeah, the list goes on, me chums.
This goes on, don't it?
But all of those things are your subconscious at work.
It's not how the subconscious works.
Well, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Junior is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto.
We're going in circles.
Blimey.
Blimey, I guess I better get to killing you. And then he starts choking Luna.
Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
Urameshi Trevi's a JPEG because this game has negative money.
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is alright mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
You have nerves?
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? Because you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh, right. Luna's insane and just mashes buttons.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable you will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered.
Oh.
Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
So you don't have a model, and so you can't leave this room.
Huh? What question is that? Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Sigma's just like, I'm an idiot. Tell me.
Curious, are you? And that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter.
Was it the Ratchet stream? I thought it was Heavenly Sword that they were talking about how Fire Emblem Three Houses looks.
Let's get you sorted then, shall we?
I understand it's hard to tell because they stream 90 hours a week.
Just lend me your Lords and Peers for a tick.
The fuck does that mean? Oh, that's fucking Cockney. How dare you use Cockney on me? I know what Cockney rhyming slang is, I just wish I didn't.
So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot?
This is like a science lecture. Can we move on?
Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
Fuck. Bye. See y'all later. By which I mean I'm getting a drink. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Without waiting for an answer, he fucking started lecturing me. Why is it Luna? Somewhere a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people at... What? He used to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the pieces of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. The young girl has no idea what the questions say. But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese. She's never even heard of it. So it's just a bunch of strange symbols. She's given an order before she is locked away. She's told to write an appropriate response to each question she receives and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions begin to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, well, I can't read this at all. What am I to do? At that moment, she spots a bookshelf. The book itself is filled with thick books. They have no explanations or what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use... Oh, okay, so it's the thing where, like, she finds the questions and writes the answers from the books, but she has no idea what she's writing. But the people on the other side assume she's somebody consciously answering, even though she has no idea what's going on. Yeah, I understand the concept. I never heard of it phrased as the Chinese room, but I'm familiar with the idea. She carefully writes out the response. I like how he included the part about pork. Oh no, she's never kissed a boy.
Yes?
Yoy.
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
That's all very important, Luna. Don't question him.
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Okay, I'll agree with you, British robot. Ha!
What?
Alice is like, did you just say you like hot girls? Like, kicks him in the spine.
What?
What? It's true.
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them. You see?
I see.
After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, but what the fuck does it have to do with your shoulder? Or robot feeling
You
pain?
thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right.
You ain't got no nerves in it.
We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from its unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing.
I know what brown bread is. I watched the AVGN. Double Dragon 3.
It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said? A
Oh,
human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots.
can I go now?
If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot.
Yeah, Gollum is mechanical. Humans are bioelectrical. Clover is a bunch of mice inside a suit with pulleys.
Forget all about that mainframe and signal box, and us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh?
Want to talk about my Mario Pony fanfiction? What in it?
What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of
Fuck
phrase
off.
in your brain?
Oh, God.
Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to.
Uh,
I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
okay, that's fair.
Live a normal life, that's all you need to know.
That's why anything even remotely similar to an AI actually existing is gonna fuck humanity up bad. Even if it's not really an AI and can only fake being a human really well, it's gonna fuck over everybody. Sigma's just like, can I go now? Wait, where'd the cord go?
Lay it on me, Gunner. Ah, right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away on you forgot.
Oh, it was there? Okay, I just
Seen
didn't see
anyone
it.
for yonks, and I got a mighty excited is all.
Yonkers.
Just spit it out.
If a British girl has a big chest, is it yonkers instead of honkers?
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling.
Patience, bird.
Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts at the moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons.
Oh god, now they're gonna imply that somebody's a fucking robot.
There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does.
Oh god.
Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like.
Alice tries to ask something and Sigma just like stiff arm checks her across the room and is like, can you have tits?
Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of...
Command violation.
What?
Rogue processes detected.
Amwa?
Product ID GTMCMGOLM.
Oh no, he's about to get owned.
Executing emergency deactivation.
Oh shit, he's dead.
Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platforms.
The fuck happened? Why'd he turn on if he wasn't supposed to? He accidentally let it slip that somebody's a robot. Okay.
Returning to surveillance mode.
Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn.
Wonder what he was trying to tell us.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle with you.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Oh, looks like people got through the thing.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
The hell?
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
We have to hurry.
Right, let's go. It's fine. No, don't worry. It was, don't worry. Yeah, I was scared the game had crashed, but it was just, it was just OneDrive telling me I needed to log in so it could steal all my data. So is there a warehouse B? We pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood B, Dio, and K. Hey, the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
Dio seems like a piece of shit. Maybe he should die.
You got a problem with that?
You talk a lot of shit for someone who's like 120 pounds soaking wet.
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
He's both, obviously.
Probably both.
Thank you, Alice.
We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing.
They just die.
Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. It's pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
I too forget shit that people tell me. Oh no, wait. They're gonna claim they didn't find a note, but Dio found the fucking note and hid it. That's what's gonna happen.
What? What's this? Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option.
I like the pause, like, this fucking stupid rabbit.
If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
He found it and hid it.
There was no such note in our safe.
Fucking lying piece of shit.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
About 35 minutes, Clort.
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out, they'll...
Die.
They'll be penalized, yes.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
Yeah, he did, like, start acting like he did some Quaaludes.
This is bad.
I have not hit an ending yet. We got stymied before. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. Took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at the floor. What she was looking at, I couldn't tell. I'm gonna save real quick and stop and restart the stream. I want to change one setting. So don't think it's not my connection being bad, but there's just one setting that's bugging me and I need to change it. So I will be right back.